Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on both sides of the blade from Claire Denis, a French movie about a love triangle, because that seems to be every French movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 9 available at Amazon.com. Kindle Unlimited is free. All right. Let's get into it. So it's a French movie. Did I mention it was French? I usually hate French movies, but, this looks well made. I mean, it is about relationships. So the basic premise is you have this couple. The woman seems very happy in her current relationship until one day she's out on the town and spots her old lover, Francois. Oh, I saw Francois today. Oh, okay. And then you could tell her husband or lover or whoever he is immediately stops petting her head because it's like, because she was in love with him and now she's in a relationship. But of course, she can't quit Francois and goes back to him and cheats on her husband and or boyfriend. And she's in a love triangle and is banging both of them because you French people can't keep it in your pants. So it's an intense drama, ladies, that it's about love, it's about sex, it's about relationships. And it's not for me, but ladies, it's French. It's going to be steamy. Both sides of the blade. All right, let's see who made this thing. Film by Claire Denis. Scenario adaptation and dialogues by Christine Anjou and Claire Denis. These are all French, so struggling with the names. Based on the novel written by Christine Anjou. Oh, okay. So you got the director and the author working on this. So I think there'll be a lot of there'll be a deep detail. So this should be good. I mean, it looks almost good enough for me to even watch, but I don't like French movies, and I really don't like romances, or I don't know. They're calling it an erotic thriller. It's gonna be about her cheating on her husband, lying, then getting caught, and then a confrontation where either Francois dies or her husband dies or they both die or she dies or everybody dies, because that's the way these things always end. And I'm not knocking it for that. It's just not my kind of movie. No executive producers. See, you don't even need an executive producer on your movie. So first act, she's in a great relationship, having a great time with her current beau until she sees Francois. And then she can't quit Francois. And she goes to him and has another affair. 10 years. Can you believe it? Oh, I must have you. And so the first act is about how happy she is until she sees Francois, and then she can't let it go. Ends up going to see him. Ends up having sex with him. Ends up having a big affair with him, which at first she gets away with, and then slowly but surely her husband realizes, oh, you're playing both sides. You're screwing this other guy. Now it's French, so they may be more open about their affairs. So it may come out relatively early in the movie. Yes, I am having an affair, but it's not a big deal. And you wonder why the French drink so much coffee and smoke cigarettes all the time. She's torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. And then in the third act, either things come to a head or she chooses, and I don't know, it's co-written by the author, so I kind of think it probably doesn't end in murder or somebody dying, but I think it ends in a big dramatic moment, where she, ends up maybe with no one, or, I don't like, one of the reasons I don't like these movies a little too close to life. You know what I mean? Like, these kinds of things are incredibly messy. Don't cheat on your SO. Okay? Just don't cheat. No, don't do the polyamory thing. Look, if you want to bang a lot of people, stay single. You can bang all the people you want when you're single. Just tell people what you're doing. I'm just banging people for now. I don't want to get into a thing. I just want to have sex. There are plenty of people who want to do that. And you can do that all you want. If you want to be in a relationship, be monogamous. Because it gets very complicated very quickly when you throw in a third person. And people's feelings are hurt. You know, it's different if you're a swinger, I guess, but that's a little different than this whole nonsense about polyamory. I think it's stupid, but that's just my personal opinion. It makes for good drama. It makes for good drama. So, Juliette Binoche is Sarah, a woman whose life spirals out of control, say, when she becomes involved in a passionate love triangle from acclaimed writer, director Claire Denis. Juliette Binoche, Vincent Lindon, and Gregory Collin. So, I mean, you can do a lot with this, especially as a writer, but you really got to go into the deep dive of the details. I mean, you got to know everything about these characters. You know, when you only got 3 and it's going to be a love triangle, it's every little detail really counts. Maybe that's part of the reason I don't like these things. It's too much for me to do. I'm too lazy. I'd rather do vampires and monsters and crazy stuff like that. To me, it's more fun. This is kind of, it hits a little too close to home. If you know what I mean. It's just like, yeah, I don't like to get caught up in this drama myself. And that's probably a guy thing. I think women love this stuff. Oh, yeah, ladies, I think you're going to love this. I really do. It's French. It's relationships. There ain't no action scenes in this. Ain't no action scenes in this. Going to be a whole lot of kissing and dating and who's having sex with who. Oh my God, is she? Oh, is he going to find out? Oh, you're going to love it. So ladies, this one is for you. It's called Both Sides of the Blade from IFC. So when's this come out? I don't know if we have a date on this. Opening in theaters July 8th. Video on demand August 23rd. So, yeah. Check it out. Because when it comes to movies about romance and relationships, you really can't go wrong with the drama if you're French. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I will be at the Sunrose Bookshop tomorrow in Ocean City from 11 a.m. I will be in Pittman, New Jersey at Crossroad Comics on Friday for the big signings there. I believe that starts later in the day. I think it starts at, I want to say 6. And then the Willingboro Library signing, which was going to be on Saturday, is going to be moved. It looks like it's going to be, I haven't confirmed it yet, but it looks like it's going to be August 20th. Yeah, I really had to move. That was the only, I kind of booked up July, so we had to go all the way into August. But no biggie. All right, that's it for me, and we'll see ya